All right. TJ Quake.
And MJ.
Spend Yo Dolla or Save Yo Dolla movie reviews. Right here on our podcast. Right, baby boo?
That's right. We just got out of the movies.
What did we go see, baby?
We saw Dark Phoenix.
That's right. Dark Phoenix. Dark freaking Phoenix. And guess what, you guys? We went into this movie with very low expectations because
we kept reading about bad reviews. People aren't liking it. Just negative comments. And so we didn't know what to expect. Should we exchange our tickets or should we go see this movie? I'm glad we kept our tickets.
Yeah, I'm glad we did because we were this close. Okay, you can't see my fingers, but we were this close to dadgum freaking changing them dadgum tickets in. Okay, my hands are like about a centimeter. What is that? Quarter inch, something like that. To want to trade them things in for another, because we was just hearing, from even my boy Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, who where I first heard the first kind of his, because I guess they got to see it, before it actually hit. They must have got to see some early screening of it or something like that. Mm-hmm. And Jeremy was just giving it, just saying it was horrible. That it was, don't waste your money.
Did he say why he didn't like it?
He was giving all kinds. He says it was like all over the place. The story wasn't making sense.
Really?
He was saying like the story wasn't making sense. He said
it made sense to me. I liked it.
Yeah, he was saying that what's his name that plays Magneto and everything. They said his character was underused in the movie. Magneto was underused. Like they didn't show him enough, and they said that Xavier was just a wimp throughout the movie. I'm like going, dude, I thought this was a perfect, good, next level to the prequels of the X-Men, showing how Jean Grey, who we all know is Phoenix, and it shows how she becomes Phoenix, how she ended up getting the ability of Phoenix, because everybody knows that Phoenix is not a mutant. Phoenix is from another world, it's a whole nother entity. And Phoenix is like super powerful. Like this thing can create worlds. It's so powerful. And it somehow ended up getting into Jean Grey during this rescue mission in space. And she ends up coming back with the power, but not really knowing how to control it, knowing what it is yet. And it's making her, and it's opening up old processes in her head that Professor X had blocked.
Oh yeah, what was that thing called that went into her, the heat thing? What did they call that?
That went into her head?
No, that heat out in space.
Oh, well, they were calling it a solar flare at first, but it wasn't. Flare. But it wasn't a solar flare. It was Phoenix and everything. And Phoenix is like a fiery. If anybody knows the old lore of Dungeons and Dragons, things of that nature, fiery Phoenix is like kind of like a god, in the Dungeons and Dragons realm. And it's a fiery Phoenix. It's all powerful. And this thing ended up hitting into Jean during this rescue mission and kind of went bad and everything. Mm-hmm. And at first,
they had to go save the astronauts.
Exactly.
On
the space shuttle.
Yes.
And everything. Yeah. They were doing some space shuttle mission out there. Something went wrong, and mainly because of the solar flare that they were calling it at first. And so the X-Men at this point in time were kind of in good cahoots with the humans of Earth. Even Professor X had frontline telephone service to the President of the United States. And the President of the United States called upon the X-Men to help him out in this ordeal. So they all get up in their badass plane. The Beastman created, because Beastman is a super smart engineer individual, and so that's where they all get into the X plane and they fly out into space. First space mission for them. And so things was going good until all of a sudden that solar flare thing was getting in, and there was one last guy they needed to get, and Jean had to get on there and hold the plane together. Why Night Stalker flashed in and grabbed his behind, but he just wasn't doing it in enough time to get Jean out, and Jean ended up still being in the thing when the daggum fiery Phoenix thing hit the daggum space shuttle, and she was still inside. And at first they thought they lost her.
Spoiler alerts first.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Too late.
I don't know. It's a spoiler alert on that one. I'm not going to go any more spoiler alerts than that. I'm just kind of giving you a gin of what happened. I'm not going to say what happened after that. But, so, things are going on, and she's kind of losing it. I liked how they started the backstory with her as a little girl.
Oh, yeah. They
how she came to come into the hands of the X-Men, you know. So they show all that stuff. I thought it was good backstory stuff. I don't know why everybody's hating on it. Well, because even Amazing Lucas said something that it was weak. I think my only thing about it, Boo, and I know you're going to know what I'm talking about. That
comment made in the beginning?
Exactly.
About women's...
freaking Raven, ends up, she gets mad at Professor X because, she put the team in danger. And
she says he put
he thinks that he put the X-Men in danger with this whole mission that we shouldn't be going out trying to help these daggum humans out and everything. He's doing it because he wants to be able to coexist with the humans. And and she says, well, you know what? It's just, I don't even know why you called that.
Because it almost killed Jean.
Yeah, because it almost killed Jean. She's pissed off. She's doing this all mad and teed off moment. And she goes into saying, I don't even know why you call the X-Men and everything. It should be the X-Women because it's always the women saving you men's necks. And I'm like going, no, they did not. Did they have to put that in there, Boo?
No, they didn't.
They didn't need to put that in there, dude. It was one of those SJ feminazi movements that they're always trying to throw in there. X-Men was cleared of all this stuff, people. And all of a sudden now, here they go. They just had to throw one of those little jabs in there. That's the only thing that I'm sorry, X-Men, you are going to lose a major point for that, for me. Because, this would have been a 5-star flow. But your shit is going down. Your shit is going down to a 4-star because of that.
I don't lose connection.
Oh yeah, and everything. Mm-hmm. So your stuff is going down because of that, and that's just all there is to it. And everything. Actually, this is not a net thing here, Boo. This is just my app.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we can still go. We're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Everything. Yeah, this is not like a internet kind of thing, We're doing a podcast, but we're not doing it live right now. This is, pre-flowing.
All right, then. Cool.
So, yeah, that was just kind of a down for me when they had to say that and they had to put that. But that was the only time they put an SJW moment in there. The rest of it was cool. I thought Dark Phoenix, she was the action. I thought you know what I like about the prequel X-Men movies over the original X-Men movies, and that's what I don't understand what Jeremy and them are saying. In the original X-Men movies, you don't get to see that much of the X-Men doing their stuff. You see it, but it's like really short-lived. And this one, you get to see everybody doing their thing. Mm-hmm. And a good amount of it. I thought she's seeing, Magneto was doing some stuff. Mm-hmm. Especially towards the end battle, when, man, he did a move. I ain't gonna say it, you guys, but it's gonna make you go, oh, damn! Like, I was like, no, he did it. That was classic. And everything. Phoenix was just raw. You couldn't, like, when she got super powerful, dude, oh, man. It was believable. And some people were saying that they didn't like, her, like, I think Jeremy and them were saying that they didn't really like the fact that she just seemed kind of docile throughout the movie. I think her role was set up perfectly because Jean's kind of a disturbed little girl that had to have all these suppressed feelings, behind a wall that Professor X did to kind of keep her protected. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. She had, when she found out some truths, why she had these feelings and some anger came out and
all those walls that got put up by Professor X. All those walls put up by Professor X were being broken down because of Phoenix destroying all that, and Professor X couldn't even get in her head anymore. That's how powerful she got. So. And there's an alien race in this, you guys, that you guys are going to take notice in, too. These guys ain't no joke and everything. So, yeah,
scary.
These guys, they ain't no joke. I thought it was a well put together thing. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it kept my interest. I really liked it. It surprised me. I mean, I would give it a. Well, I'm definitely gonna say spend Yo Dolla.
I'm gonna go with my baby boo right here, MJ. I'm going to say spend your dollar, people. I'm sorry, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers and Amazing Lucas and a couple of you other guys out there that are kind of giving this baiting. I'm sorry, but
we liked it.
I liked it. And I was going into it with low expectations,
good
thinking
story,
this
good
movie
action.
was going to be horrible and everything.
I thought it was well put together.
And it was well put together. I followed it. I followed all the prequel X-Men. I knew where everybody was at. Thing, you know, Jeremy and them were saying was something like about why did they show everybody all of a sudden doing all these different abilities and they didn't do no backstory on them? Well, the backstory was already technically told on these guys. The backstory was told in the first prequel movie that came out. That was the backstory. When Storm came about, we knew how Storm comes about. They showed that in the last
this was
X-Men.
just about Phoenix.
This was about Phoenix.
Just about
this is about how Jean Grey becomes Phoenix and what they had to do to bring her back. I thought it was a well done thing. I followed the story. I understood what they were doing. There was no confusion to me. So I really don't know whether everybody else is, running and raving about. The only thing I could say is there was only one SJW moment, and that was where frickin' Raven comes in and she says that little stupid line. I didn't think they needed to put that in there because it was just one of those, put men down, men suck, men can't do shiz, it's the women saving everything. Really? Okay. Because I just saw a movie the other night, which we got to see, called Saving Private Ryan, and I guarantee you not one freaking woman would have wanted to be on that daggum Omaha beach. So enough of this bullshit about freaking women could do all the same things men could, because they wouldn't have been able to fight like the men on that damn beach. Trust me. So I don't know why everybody keeps going in that bullshit. Let's just be real, people. It's a damn movie. And yes, I guess in a movie, if they make the woman a superhero, she's going to be better than the dude. Yeah, I can see that. It's a make-believe thing, people. So let's not get it twisted. We're back in the real world now. Okay? Yeah. Anyway, that's just my little rant and rave on that part. But other than that, the movie was kicking, in my opinion. So, spend your dollars, people. Spend your dollars. Any last words, babe?
You said it all right there for the both of us.
Well, that was just my rant and rave. Do you have any rant and raves about anything? Anything? You can express your opinion too.
I gave my opinion.
Well, there it is. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are that's it for our flow. We just got back from the movie right now, and we're going to be coming back at you. This is the podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed the cartoon version of us out there, and we'll be coming back to you with some more live, straight out reviews from the TJ and MJ Spend Yo Dolla or
Save Yo Dolla
movie reviews.
Peace out.
Peace, suckers.